Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go over absolute references in Excel and how to lock the reference for your formulas to make it a lot easier to drag and drop your formulas throughout your files. So the first example we have here, we just want to calculate the cost, which would be the quantity times the price here. And you'll see when we copy our formula down now, we definitely are not getting the correct answer here. And you can see that the formula is just kind of moving along as you copy it down. So what we need to do is we actually need to lock cell C3 in the formula. So in order to do that, when you select it, you're actually going to add a dollar sign before the C and before the 3. And what this does is the dollar sign tells Excel not to change the column or the number depending where the dollar sign is, or both if there's a dollar sign in front of both when copying the formula. So now when we copy that formula down, you'll see it's actually staying within cell C3 there. And then it's just moving down on the quantity. So that's kind of the first example. The next one we're going to show here is how you would lock just the row. So first, if we were to just calculate this, you'll see when you copy it across, you're getting the right answer. That works. But then if we try to copy it down here for Mary, well, that's not right. We should be getting 4, and if we copy that across here, you'll see that's definitely not right. So what we need to do, let's come back here, and we're actually going to do the $1 or the one quantity times 2, but we actually want to lock row 3. So to lock just the row, but not the column, you'll add the dollar sign before it. And now when we copy it across, you'll see, yep, that's still the right answer, still doing the right thing. And then we should be able to take these formulas and paste them right here. And you'll see it's still referencing the correct prices up above by just adding the dollar sign before the row. Now in the last example here, we'll show you locking the column and how that would work. So at first, we'll just go ahead and do the standard how we've been doing it. We'll just multiply it across, and we'll see that's not getting us the right answer. What's going on there? So what we need to do is lock the column here. So in order to do that, we'd select L6, and we actually want to lock L, because we don't want it to leave from column L6, and then here, L3. And now when we copy that across, it'll stay on the quantity and then times it by the price. Now, you'll notice when we actually copy these down, we run into another issue. The row is not locked for the price, so it's giving us the wrong answer. So what we can do here is we can actually come back to our original formula. We can do this. We can lock L, and now when we multiply it here, we'll lock the row by putting a dollar sign in front of 3. And now when we copy that across, and then copy that down, now we're getting the correct answers for all of the parts of our data table. So that's quickly how all the different cell references work. And now the big shortcut here is if you don't want to be typing the dollar sign, what you can actually do when you're in the cell, you'll see here the C3 is what's being highlighted. If you hit F4, it'll actually cycle through. So it'll lock the row, then the column, then nothing, and then both. So you can actually just hit F4 and it'll cycle through, and then you could come over to C6 and do the same thing and cycle through. When you get better in Excel, it becomes very easy to do. And another quick tip here is if you're on a cell, you can actually hit F2 and that will enter the cell. So now you're in it, you can use the arrow keys to move around in the formula, then you can quickly cycle through and lock the reference for certain aspects as you need. I hope you found this useful. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below and I'll make sure to answer them. Thanks so much.